Will there be another season of the popular Love Simon spin-off? Perhaps we can see another spin-off instead. Did Victor let Benji go? More precisely, who does Victor choose at the end? We'll remember 2022 as the year in which most of our favorite TV shows got cancelled. First, it was Legacies, then Riverdale, and now Disney Plus hit series Love Victor. Although we were more than curious to find out who Victor chooses in the third installment of the series, we were also devastated because this was the final installment of the show. And although it has been confirmed that this is the end of Victor's story, there are some rumors suggesting that another spin-off is already in development. After years of following Victor Salazar, his dreams, his fellow students, his love interest, and his family, the show has come to an emotional end. Played by the amazingly talented Michael Cimino, the protagonist was faced with some difficult decisions by the end of the series.
Do you want to come up? Do I want to? Absolutely. But I don't think we should.
The new episodes featured the lead character trying to choose between his boyfriend, Benji Campbell, played by George Sear, and his friend Raheem, played by Anthony Kivan, but trying to pick one of them, he forgets all about himself. But what about the other characters? Well, Victor's best friend Felix Weston, played by Anthony Turpel, and his sister Pilar Salazar, played by Isabella Ferreira, finally get into a relationship, but once their families find out about it, things get complicated. Meanwhile, Mia Brooks, played by Rachel Hilson, is also struggling with some family issues, but thankfully she has the full support of her boyfriend Andrew, a character portrayed by Mason Gooding. Oh, did we mention that Mia's best friend Lake Merriweather gets involved in a relationship with Benji's friend Lucy? Yeah, it was a wild season, and we seriously didn't know what kind of a conclusion to expect, so what happened with the protagonist Benji and Raheem? Were they all given a happily ever after to enjoy? Well, kind of. Team Benji, we know you enjoy the third installment of the series because our beloved Salazar reunites with Benji Campbell at the end of the series.
I'm sensing a lot of tension right now, so I'll take dinner, my brother.
Me too. Oh no, not you.
Mom.
No, come on.
Despite him having several love interests in the third installment, he realizes that his heart always belonged to his first love, Benji. But this doesn't mean that the couple had it easy in these last episodes. Benji had an intense season while struggling with alcoholism and trying to solve his own issues. And then at one point, Benji's father even told him to stop seeing his boyfriend because, according to him, he's a bad influence. He then hears the protagonist make an emotional speech trying to stop Benji from moving away and going to boarding school. Benji's initial reaction is pretty bad, but then he realizes that he truly loves Victor and that the two reunite at the Ferris wheel at the Winter Carnival in the final episodes of the series.
So, we're not here to get pie.
And then they say that you need to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Now, seriously, when asked about the ending of the series, actor George Sear told Radio Times that he always hoped it'd be nice if they were together. More precisely, he thought he wanted that, but he also thinks that they're in a young relationship, this is their first love, who knows which way the writers are going to choose to let this play out. Michael Cimino had a straightforward answer prepared, saying that Victor's final choice would be Benji. Series co-creator Isaac Aptaker said that ever since the beginning of the series, the plan was to feature the couple at the Ferris wheel, and that Victor would end up with Benji. Executive producer Brian Tane told Radio Times that they wanted it to feel as much of an ending as the beginning. Well guys, what did you think of the ending? Do you find it satisfying? Is it what you hope to see? Let us know before we start an investigation regarding why won't there be a Love Victor Season 4. Even if Love Victor has released the final episodes, it doesn't mean that it's really the end. I mean, it certainly feels like the end of an era, but we can't lose hope. After all, we live in a world where the film industry lives out of continuations, and Love Victor is proof that if something is successful enough, we're referring to Love Simon, it'll get some sort of continuation, even if it's not a direct continuation to this third installment. Now that you've all seen Love Victor Season 3, which is currently available on Disney Plus and Hulu, let's see why the creators are not interested in the idea of continuing the series, shall we? When we first met Victor, he was this confused teen who was struggling with his sexuality and was finding it hard to be true to himself. By Season 3, Victor was set free by coming out to his parents, friends, and the whole world, and he even felt free to have more than one crush. Anyway, Season 3 ends on a good note for most of the characters, and that doesn't mean that the third season doesn't leave space for yet another continuation. Luckily, Elizabeth Berger and Isaac Aptaker explained to RadioTimes.com why they think the show should end with a third installment. Victor has had this journey, and really in 3 distinct chapters, Aptaker said, adding that the characters have grown up and it's not really natural to see older actors playing teenagers.
Maybe catch a movie here or something. Oh, like a date.
Well, hopefully this trend will fade away soon, he added. It felt like a really natural full circle ending point. This doesn't mean that the creators found it easy to say goodbye to the series and the cast ensemble, with co-showrunner Berger describing it as a bittersweet moment for all involved in the show. "We love this show deeply, our cast loves this show, we love our viewers," she said. Aptaker and Berger are the people we should send thank you cards for creating 2 of the best LGBTQ+ coming-of-age stories, the first one being about Simon Spear, a character played by Nick Robinson in 2018's film Love, Simon, and the second being about Victor's different experience with a similar issue. Now, can we go back and talk about that ending? You see, a lot of fans keep wondering why Victor chose Benji in the end. Well, we believe that Benji was always his choice. I mean, Victor's acceptance of himself as a gay teenager has always been linked to his crush on classmate and potential co-worker Benji Campbell. And it makes sense for him to choose his first love. Now, is there a chance for fans to see another project? Is a Love Victor spinoff in development? So we've already established why there won't be another installment of Love Victor, and if we're being honest with you, we agree with the creators, and even though we love the brilliant cast ensemble, we think that they can't play teens anymore. But what if we see them in college? That would be a fun project to see, don't you agree? Co-showrunner Berger also told Radio Times that they love this show deeply, adding that their cast loves this show. And most importantly, they love their viewers. But even though there's so much love in the air, they do feel grateful going into the season that they knew that it was their final one, and they all got to really write towards the ending of For Everybody that felt right to them. The fact that these people created 2 really successful projects makes it difficult for fans to accept that it's over. Ever since 2018, we've been invested in Simon and Victor, and now we can't help but wonder, could we see a new character included in the Love series? It's always on the table, Aptaker said, adding that you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. Now seriously, here's what he said. "We love high school stories. We always say that's our last high school thing, and now we're about to actually do another. But it's such a rich time," further explaining that there's so much discovery and the stakes are so high, and of course it's such a juicy time of life to write about. So yeah, it's only a matter of time until we see another Love, insert name project. See you in the next video.